What's hiding at the most solitary place on Earth? Not the desert, not the South Pole. The deepest, loneliest, most unexplored place on our planet is right here, beneath us, the deep sea. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the bottom of our own oceans. 2/3 of the planet is covered in water, and most of that water is deep. Really deep. The average depth of the ocean is about 3.7 kilometers. But the deepest places go far beyond that, down to nearly 11 kilometers. That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall. So what's down there? And why has it stayed so hidden for so long? The sunlit zone. Let's start at the surface. The top 200 meters of the ocean is called the epipelagic zone, the sunlit zone. This is where light penetrates, where photosynthesis happens, where most of the ocean's life lives. Whales, tuna, sharks, plankton. This is the ocean we know, but below 200 meters something changes. Light begins to fade, and by 1,000 meters there is no sunlight at all. None. Zero. Forever dark. The twilight zone. From 200 to 1,000 meters is the mesopelagic zone, the twilight zone. A faint blue glow fades quickly into black. Animals here have evolved strange solutions. Giant eyes to catch the last photons, or no eyes at all. Many produce their own light through bioluminescence, living lanterns floating in the dark. Lanternfish, bristlemouths, the most numerous fish on Earth, and bizarre squids with mismatched eyes. This is also where the first pressure begins to crush. At 500 meters, the pressure is 50 times what we feel at sea level. That's like having a small car sitting on every square inch of your body. The midnight zone. From 1,000 to 4,000 meters is the bathypelagic zone, the midnight zone. No light, no plants, freezing cold, just above 0 degrees Celsius. Pressure is now hundreds of times atmospheric pressure. Most human submarines cannot survive here for long. And yet life persists. Sperm whales dive this deep to hunt giant squid. Fang-toothed fish have the largest teeth relative to body size of any animal. And then there's the anglerfish, the female with her glowing lure dangling in front of a mouth full of needle-sharp teeth. In this world, food is so rare that most animals are opportunistic. They eat anything that falls from above, and when something does fall, it's a feast. The abyss. From 4,000 to 6,000 meters is the abyssopelagic zone, the abyss. This covers nearly 80% of the ocean floor. The pressure is immense, 400 to 600 times atmospheric pressure. Humans cannot go here without specialized titanium vessels. The few submersibles that can make it down have discovered hydrothermal vents, underwater geysers where superheated, mineral-rich water blasts out of the seafloor. Around these vents, entire ecosystems exist without sunlight. No photosynthesis. Instead, bacteria convert chemicals from the vents into energy through chemosynthesis. Giant tube worms, pale and red-tipped, grow over 2 meters tall. Ghostly white crabs, shrimp with no eyes, and snailfish that look like living shadows. These are creatures that have never seen the sun, and never will. The trenches. Below 6,000 meters is the hadopelagic zone, the trenches, named after Hades, the Greek underworld. This is the deepest, most solitary place on Earth. Only a handful of humans have ever been here, fewer than have walked on the moon. The deepest point of all is the Mariana Trenches Challenger Deep, nearly 11 kilometers down. At that depth, the pressure is over 1,100 times atmospheric pressure, equivalent to having 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of you. And yet, even there, life exists. Scientists have found amphipods, shrimp-like crustaceans, scavenging on barely anything. They've found single-celled organisms called xenophyrophories, sometimes the size of a human fist. And in 2014, they discovered a new species of snailfish that looks almost translucent, swimming slowly in the crushing dark. What makes the deep sea so solitary isn't just the pressure or the cold or the dark. It's the silence. Sound travels differently down there, but no sunlight, no seasons, no storms. Just a slow, endless fall of marine snow. Tiny particles of dead things drifting down from the world above. A meal might come once a month. A chance encounter with another animal might happen once a year. We have mapped only about 20% of the ocean floor in any detail. There are mountains, valleys, and volcanoes down there we know nothing about. There are almost certainly species we have never seen. And there are ecosystems that function on rules we are only beginning to understand. So, what's hiding at the most solitary place on Earth? Not monsters, not leviathans, something stranger. A world that has learned to live without light, without warmth, without abundance. A world of slow time, patient hunters, and quiet survival. A reminder that even in the darkest, loneliest place on our planet, life finds a way.